So let's talk about moving to different countries because a lot of guys they want to live in another country where the dating scene is not so competitive. A lot of guys they want to move to a different country because of the cost of living is cheaper. And I've been seeing these expats online living in these countries going broke. So you really have to have money going over there to retire in a different country. There's been guys who have tried to retire on $30,000. You know what I'm saying? There has been guys that tried to retire on $50,000, but ended up broke in the long run, man. The cost of living out there, bruh, it is cheaper, but you even have to have your bread right going overseas. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of these expat guys, these guys who go over to different countries, they're trying to escape the dating scene. The dating scene is highly competitive in the U.S., so they move over to a different country where they can get young, hot women and don't have to worry about, the cost of living and shit, right? So these guys go over there and they forget that they still got needs. As an older man in his 50s and 60s, you still have needs. Definitely a guy in his 30s and 40s, you definitely still got needs. When I mean by needs, I mean sexual needs. A lot of these guys get over there and they meet these hot women and they start spending money, and spending money until it's all gone. And a lot of the expat guys they end up on the streets because they mishandled their money, they miscalculated something. Let's just be clear, man. A lot of you motherfuckers moving over to a different country, you're gonna need at least over $500,000. That's base to retire. No, you don't need. It's not gonna work with $30,000. No. see, you see, the thing is, you got sexual needs, bruh, and you need to be out here, or out there paying those females to stick around, bruh. Ain't nobody gonna stick around a broke motherfucker, especially in a different country, man. Especially in a different country, bro. You see what I'm saying? Especially in a different country, you know. I mean, I haven't talked about going overseas lately, but in this video, I had to make it because I'm seeing a lot of guys going over there. They're going broke. They end up on the streets in a different country. Imagine being homeless in Thailand. You out there begging for change. You know what I'm saying? And there's no work out there for an expat unless you're teaching English, bro. That's the only time you can fucking have a job. And out there in those countries, that requires a degree, bro. So that requires a degree. So you get over there and you go broke and then you're stuck. Then what? No, man, get your bread right before you start heading over to these countries, bro. Because I'm watching too many videos of expats going broke. Mainly is because of a woman. But you forgot you have needs as an old ass guy. Dude, we need sex until we hit the grave. Men need sex until we die. You forget about your pecker, right? I'm gonna save up money. I'm gonna live in Thailand. But what if you meet a hot female that you need to take care of? Because out there in those countries, they depend on your fucking money. The women in those countries depend on the men' money still. They depend on your wallet. It's not like the U.S. where females got their own money. Nah, when you go to a different country, them women, they depend on men still. Out there, it's still the 1940s, where women are not handed out opportunities like they are being handed out in the West. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you get your bread right. Get your bread tight where the money is still coming into your bank account. Now, if you could get a jackpot of a few $1,000,000, like $2 or $3 million, then yeah, you're pretty much straight. You know, as long as you stay in within the budget month to month, you're okay. $2 million retirement. You know, if you're an old motherfucker like 60, 500,000, bro. No, fuck that 200, 300. No, 2, 3. No, you guys are going broke out there. No, you need 500 grand. That's the base for an old guy. For me, I need like $2 or $3 million, bro, going over there, bro. I don't want to end up broke. You see what I'm saying? And then I need to invest my money where it's still coming in. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of guys, they miscalculating shit. They going out there to these fucking countries with, and they forget about that they got sexual needs still, and you're gonna need a female around to satisfy, them sexual urges. So, they meet these women and, they start going broke. They start losing all kinds of weight. This one guy, he was healthy. This one expat guy, I remember I saw a video of a guy that went over to the Philippines. He went over there weighing like 175 or something like that. And now this motherfucker is skinny, can't even eat. He weighed like 130 or 135 or something like that. He lost hella weight going over to these countries, thinking that he could make $30,000 stretch until he died. Nah. Nah, the guy, I think it was like in his 60s or something like that. Nah, bro, you don't know how long you're gonna fucking live. You see what I'm saying? You need money that's gonna help you have a nice, comfortable lifestyle. No, you don't need to be living in poverty in a different country. You need a nice, be able to buy a house, buy a car, all the basic needs. And you need money to invest in a business that's gonna help bring in more money, so you won't have to worry about, oh man, it's that block of cheese. Is it all, is it gone? Because when you take money to a different country that you have saved, basically it's a big ass block of cheese that you're pinching off of. And you looking every time you fucking spend some money, you looking in your bank account. Oh, is that block of cheese? Is it going down yet? Is it getting smaller? Nah, you don't want that, bro. You want money to be coming in. I say, see, a lot of guys, they start getting started late. They save up for like 3 or 4 years, $20,000, $30,000, and then they think that's enough. No, get started while you young. You see what I'm saying? Get started while you're young. You see what I'm saying? Get started while you are young. Get started in your 30s and 40s. Prepare for your old age, bro. Because you're going to want to bust all kinds of nuts with young, hot women at that age. A lot of guys over here in the U.S., let me tell you, they pass a certain age, like 50, 60, they by themselves right now. Because they can't compete because they don't have the resources. Once a man gets like 50 and broke in the U.S., he's pretty much finished. His dating life is gone forever. Shit, sometimes younger than that, like 45, 50, you ain't got money to compete with those young dudes out there, those young Chads and Tyrones. You're not gonna win, bro. You see what I'm saying? Start getting started early. That's why I started playing the lottery early, because I know for a fact that one day I'm gonna get old and eventually I'm gonna need money. But my Once I get my $100,000 from the lottery, that's gonna be retirement funds. Some of it, it's going into my retirement funds, going overseas. Now I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need about at least 3 or 4 more jackpots. It is doable. It is doable. I ain't gonna spend all my money. I'm gonna put some aside. You know, but for the first check, it's gonna be gone. Let's put it this way: half of that gonna be gone, man. I'm gonna be honest. But the main objective is to end up in another country retired at an early age. We don't want to wait until we get to be 50 years old and then start trying to save. Nah, that's what some of these expat guys do. They get to be 50 and be like, well, let me start putting money away so I can start. You're like, nah, man, get started early, bro. You see what I'm saying? So you can retire early. And you don't want to have to get over there working jobs and shit, bro. And then you see a lot of guys, they do get over there, they get a job, and they lose it, and they got to go back home, leaving their wife and kid or their girlfriend and kid and shit like that, bro. They just miscalculate shit because they're not just handing out jobs to immigrants. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And if it is a job, it's a slave job. You're working outside and shit. You see what I'm saying? You're working outside. You don't wanna go to a country that's like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because some of you guys want to go over to a different country because, or you want to travel to a foreign country because the dating scene out here is true. I mean, it's horrific. Females walking around thinking they're more valuable and shit than you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of guys need to wake up, man, and realize that you need money to move to a different country, bruh. Understand, how much that shit gonna run you, bruh. Can't be realistic. Have a game plan. You know what I'm saying? As a young dude, you need to have shit. A young dude in his 20s, at least $2 million to retire forever. You see what I'm saying? I want to live like a rich man in Thailand. I don't want to be a poor man, a poor expat. You see what I'm saying? Shoo, God, man. You gotta understand, dude. You say you go to where your money gets stretched. Yeah, it'll stretch further out in different countries, but men forget one thing. When they get over there, they're gonna need some goddamn company. You forgot about that. Let me tell you, I was watching this video about this guy who went to, Philippines, and he tried to retire on $30,000. You know what I'm saying? But he said he was gonna wait to collect Social Security after a while. His retirement funds or something like that, right? And he got over there. He had $30,000. He met some woman, and then within a 2-year period, he was broke. shit. We gotta get back to that gym, baby. That's what we need to do. You see what I'm saying? So don't forget your little pecker. You're gonna need to feed him. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna need to, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna need some sex. And them females out there, they ain't free. I mean, they cheaper, but they ain't free. Hanging out with females is not gonna be a free thing. So he was reaching inside his pocket, just paying for shit over there in a different country. And he met some hot Filipina, some hot tenderoni. You see what I'm saying? And he started spending more than he was supposed to be spending monthly. You know what I'm saying? And before he know it, he was broke. You know what I'm saying? You know? So you have to make sure your money, make sure your money is tight and right before you go over to a different country. That means you're gonna have to figure out some type of way to keep bringing more money in while you're over there. Have it stable and steady. That's the only way you can live over in another country, bro. You ain't gonna be able to live out there if you don't have steady income. Yeah, you could talk about moving out there and everything, right? You could talk about moving out there. You could talk about, you know, going to a different country, settling down, maybe getting married, or, you know, having a playboy lifestyle. You could talk about that shit, but staying out there long term, that's gonna be a problem for an expat. Ain't no jobs out there, really. Unless you really got hooked up somewhere, or if you're a teacher. That's the only way you can stay in a foreign country, if you teach English. And a lot of you guys is not going after that. So until men get their bread together, bro, you can forget about going to a different country, bro. You'll be back over here before you know it. Guy tried to retire on $25,000, $30,000. That's not enough to retire on, even as an old guy. No, I say prepare to put like $500,000 away for an old guy. Fuck all that, bro. You see what I'm saying? Who want to be always watching their bank account in a different country, bro? I mean, you gotta watch your bank account anyway. I mean, you gotta always watch your bank account. You know what I'm saying? You can't go over there just, just not watching your bank account. But who want to be like pinching pennies? I mean, in a different country. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna cost you, depending on how old you are too, man. I advise you get like at least 500,000 saved if you a guy that's around 50 or 60 or something like that. 500 grand put away. And that's to live, to really, really live, dude. You know what I'm saying? If you're a young guy, like around in the 40s and shit like me, $2 million, bro. Base. $2 million or more. Because I don't want to get over there working for, a company. I don't want to work for nobody over there, bro. I don't want to get over there working and, the fucking, the ideal is to get over there and retire and don't have to work a day in my life ever again. So I'm saying retire early. Retire by I'm 45 years old, I'm retired. I don't have to show up nowhere, punch no clocks and shit. I don't have to be nobody's slave, nobody's puppet. You see what I'm saying? So understand that, bruh, you need, the correct amount of money to retire over there. Stop trying to fucking retire on $20,000-$30,000, bro. No, don't do that. I don't care if you're an old geezer. If you old, if you in your 50, in your 60s, 70s, no, no. Don't retire like that, bro. You'll be back over here before you know it, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I'm seeing too many expat dudes going over to different countries, coming back broke, or they living out there broke because they met some female that was a money pit, and she was giving them all that sunshine pussy, right? That's what they do, right? They give you all that sunshine pussy, and then you start spending more than usual, right? You get over there in Thailand, you know, you got about $30,000 in the bank, right? You got about 30,000, and then you get over there, you know, and then everything is fine. You know, you're living your life really good, and you got a nice little crib and stuff, and then you meet that one female. She hot as a fucking box of Hot Rocks. You feel me? She's hot as a, you know what I mean? She's hotter than hot. And then you start saying, oh, baby, let me take you out to dinner. You start paying for her dinners. You start taking her shopping. You know what I'm saying? You buy. You're spending more than usual. And then, bam, you're broke. You know what I'm saying? Something happened, a medical, you know, thing happened or something like that, or, you know what I'm saying? You got sick somehow and you can't afford to pay for it. And then, or you could afford to pay for it, but then they broke you. You see what I'm saying? So, get your bread right. Get your bread tight before you move out there, man. That's all I gotta say, man. I gotta end the video. You guys have a good day. Peace out, take care, and bless.